Alright, so now we're going to sanitize our keg that we got from Adventures in Home Brewing. This thing, it was used by the Pepsi bottling company. It's actually stamped on the side of the keg. And it was actually manufactured by the Corny keg company. Don't think you can see the markings on it, but it says the Cornelius Company. So that was one of the original manufacturers. But what we're going to use PBW. So per the instructions, PBW, you're going to put 3/4 of an ounce by weight in with hot water. You want it over 100 degrees, like 100 to 140 degrees. I'm using hot tap water, which is probably about 115, 120, which is perfect. I've already put in 3 gallons, and I'm gonna put 4 ounces of this. I'm just gonna use the lid to measure it out on, and I got a scale here. So we'll zero out our scale. And we're just gonna pour 4 ounces in this lid. Which is actually gonna be quite a bit. That right there is 2.2. So we need 1.8 more. Just pour it straight into the keg. Like I said, I've already got 3 gallons inside already. So I need 1.8 ounces. And there we go. It's close enough. So we got all of our PBW in there. Be careful with this stuff, it will irritate your skin. I actually have another keg I'm going to sanitize, and you can actually, if you have more than one, you can do one, pour it in the other one, do the other one. And of course, when I'm ready to do my kegging, I will run my iodine sanitizer through my kegs. Alright, so we're good there. We got PBW in. It's good to go. So let's pour the rest of our water in. And then we're gonna put the lid back on. I just used a couple of 1-gallon pitchers. Get hot water from the sink. But once we get 5 gallons in here, we're gonna swish it around real good. It recommends about 20 to 25 minutes of time inside the keg. So we'll time that. Make sure your lid's on there good and locked down. Otherwise you're going to be spilling everything out. And then you just want to, like I did, so as you can see, and I won't edit that out, because that was a good example of make sure you get your lid seated properly. I didn't have my lid seated properly, so I spilled some of my chemical out. So you definitely want to do that. So what you're going to do, you can do this on the floor, on the table, just roll it around. And roll it around and get the chemical throughout it. I can feel the heat on the outside of the keg. Just splash it around, and you do that every so many minutes. I'm just going to let it soak, but very important to make sure you got your lid on properly, or you'll have a mess just like I did. Alright, so I'm just going to stand it back up, and I'm going to let this sit for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll swish it around again. Alright, so we switched our PBW solution around some. It's been about 10 minutes. We're going to do it some more. Let's turn it on the side. Just rock it back and forth. And I can feel it's really hot water. PBW mixture. And just pay attention to your fittings. Just make sure everything's nice and dry. Everything looks good. So as you can see, I don't have any leaks. I did initially, but I didn't have my cap seated properly. Just keep rocking it and making sure it's getting everywhere, and let it sit for 25 minutes. Once we reach the 25-minute mark, we're going to dump it. We're going to fill it with fresh water, swish it around, and then dump it out. And we'll have a clean keg. So about another 10-15 minutes and we'll be ready to dump this boy out. We appreciate you watching us. Hit that like button, subscribe, check out brewingdaddy.com. Peace out, people. See you next time.